Hi everybody, Scott Caporale here, and with me is one of my VIP members from beautiful Byron Bay, and that is Cynthia Gibson. And Cynthia and I have fortunately been able to catch up this week, which is my last week in Australia before I head back to Bali. And it's been an absolute joy to come around to her beautiful place, chat about online businesses, chat about investing, chat about personal growth. All three things are really important and passionate to me. So it's been really good to meet you, Cynthia. Thanks for inviting me here. And look, what I want to do is just open up the camera and just have a chat. Some people may use this or record it for our own purposes. But you've shared some amazing things with me today, things that I didn't know. Cynthia, you joined our Protection Through Gold business probably, about 2 months ago?
Yeah.
2 months ago. And this is the first time I've been to Australia and had a chance to catch up with you.
Yes.
And just in the last half hour or hour, I don't know how long we've been here chatting away and having cups of tea. You shared a lot about your past experience with multi-level marketing, also with investing, and a lot of this was all new to me. So I just wanted to maybe just get you to talk about some of your past experiences and tell people about some of the success you've had with your investing and both with your multi-level marketing business overseas. So which one would you like to start with first?
Well, if you prompt me with questions, then probably the information will come to me more readily.
Sure. Now, you built up a very large business and a large residual income through one of your multi-level marketing businesses. Tell me a little bit about the business, when you started, what attracted you to that, and tell me about the story and the journey with that business.
Well, I started it in Melbourne, actually. Oh. Yeah, probably 30 years ago, something like that, 1988. And I just returned from Saudi Arabia, where I'd been nursing.
Wow, learning a list for the first time as well.
Yeah, and I mean, that was an amazing experience. But I was a little bit burned out with nursing because of that Saudi experience. Not that I stopped nursing, but I was just looking at the paper and I noticed an advertisement for a nutritional product line, and they teach and train me what to do. So I joined that company.
This is 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is almost at the forefront of that kind of industry. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was in Melbourne, and so it was very personal and hands-on, and the little Melbourne group, and I was part of that, and it was exciting. But I think I've tended to do my businesses the wrong way around, because we all need support, and I left my support system and went overseas again.
Okay.
And at the time, Spain was opening for the company.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it was a new country for that company. So I went to Spain.
You are a global traveller, I didn't know this. Oh wow.
I went to Spain.
One of my other passions, travel.
With my family, with my dog and my husband at the time. And,
yeah.
And he minded the dog, and I went out trying to develop this business in Spain, not being able to speak Spanish. It was crazy. Anyway, after 3 months and all the money gone, I gave that one up and moved on, and ended up actually going back to Saudi Arabia and nursing for a bit longer.
Okay.
But I kept that network marketing business going. Even in Saudi Arabia, I was selling those products to the people in Saudi Arabia, nurses, the British nurses I worked with.
So what were you attracted to about the network marketing industry?
Well, I don't know. Let me think. I mean, I enjoyed the group experience, which I left. That group support experience.
Yeah. So working in a team is important to you?
Very important.
Yeah.
I very interested always for a lot of years in natural healing and nutrition and that type of thing. So the product line was important to me. It was weight loss focused, so that was a product that I could promote easily at the time. Most people sort of showed an interest in losing weight.
Yes.
So I was just able to do it. I think it was once I learned the basics.
And travel and be independent, right?
Yeah, I learned the basics, and I could travel, and I could successfully do that business. But I wasn't recruiting, I was just selling product.
Selling product, retail.
Product, yeah.
Okay. And was that involving a lot of face-to-face?
It was all face-to-face.
All face-to-face?
Yeah, all.
How big did you build this business?
Oh, I I don't even know the numbers. And it extended.
It became your full-time income?
It did, because when I left Saudi Arabia, my husband and I went and lived in America for 6 years, and I wasn't registered to nurse there, so nursing stopped in '93.
Yes.
And so I got back fully into that business, and I sought out leaders in my area that were in that business, not anything to do with my group.
Yes.
And they supported me, and I built a team in that area in Oregon.
In Oregon, lovely.
And I sponsored some great people, and they and the business, my downline extended throughout America.
Right. Any idea how many people were in your downline?
No.
No? Are we talking hundreds or thousands or roughly?
Well, definitely hundreds.
Yeah.
And it went into some other countries in Canada. But yeah, no, and I didn't.
And it gave you and your husband a full-time income?
It gave me a full-time income.
Yeah.
Initially, we were living on our savings from Saudi Arabia, and my husband said he wouldn't work again.
Yeah.
So
it's not get rich quick, is it?
No,
it's get wealthy slow, right?
Well, we weren't wealthy. We just had money and with a bit of income generation from that. And
you're talking about your checks that would come in each month?
Every month, I was making between, can I say?
Yeah, you can say.
Between about 4,000 and 10,000 a month, depending on.
Wow! And how many years ago was this?
Well, I was this is 93 to 99.
That's good money back then.
Yeah, I was making,
That's
by the time I left in 99 to come and live here, I was making around 10,000 a month.
Guys, I've had, I don't know how many conversations with Cynthia before. I did not know this information before. This is all news to me, which is just amazing.
Yeah, and I qualified to retire for 1 year, because they have a qualification thing, opportunity. So for 1 year I could travel and relocate and still get my royalties without doing any business myself, which I couldn't do. So for 12 months when I first came to Byron Bay, I had an income, and I had to establish my retail, wholesale, whatever business with that company here in 12 months, which is what I did. And then I continued on for another 5 years marketing those products and also doing team building, but didn't do very well. But I did do recruiting, advertising. And then eventually, do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, sure. Fascinating.
Eventually I decided that my income was dropping because my group in America was dropping away as well and moving in other directions. And I wasn't replacing those people with new people, really, was what it's about.
Yes.
So, so I had to look at what else can I do. So I went into the holiday rental business because I'm in Byron Bay and people come here all year round. So
if you don't know where Byron Bay is, it's one of the most beautiful parts of Australia. It's about 3 hours north of Coffs Harbour, which is the area I grew up in, which is also beautiful, but there's something magic about Byron Bay.
Yeah, and it certainly does draw a lot of people. And so I moved out of my house and did up beautifully my garage, which is now a studio apartment, and I've lived in my studio for 6 years. Holiday rented my house. I've also returned to nursing, which I left in '93.
Yes, yes.
And got back into nursing, and so nursing, holiday rental is what I've been doing, but at the same time always on the lookout for a home-based business that wasn't as challenging, or the way the nutrition business challenged me. I didn't want to do another business like that.
A lot of home meetings, a lot of competition in that market too.
A lot of competition, lots of nutritional products that are like what we offered, and the support system isn't in this area. The support system's in Brisbane or far afield.
Yeah.
So of course again I was trying to keep that business going without any support system myself.
Yeah.
I was my own support system.
Yeah.
And I know that how critical that is.
Yes.
So I looked at other businesses and I never saw anything that would really give me, you know, what I thought would work for me,
Yes.
given my personality type and not being a highly out there sort of person, extrovert type, yeah. And then I, you know, received your email.
Yeah. What was it about the Protection Through Gold solution or business that clicked with you that made you go, yeah, I want to get involved with this?
Well, you know what? It wasn't even that really. It was you. Because, not that I knew you,
Yes.
but I knew of you
Yes.
through a business that I was in last year,
Okay.
that you were in, and Albie and Lawrence was in,
Yes.
because I saw those names.
Yes. Yeah.
I knew Lawrence was my upline, but I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah.
And I had looked at your training videos to do with that business.
Yes.
To help me do that business.
Okay.
And I put myself on your email list somehow
Okay.
last year.
It's amazing how that works.
And I thought, oh, I hope he doesn't mind, you know, I'm not in your group, but it was just, you know, getting your information just helped me learn about that business better. Anyway, that's how it was. And then when I got your email, I recognised your name, so that's probably why I read the email.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I read the email, and I followed the link and I looked at the information. And then it made sense, and you know, I'm not sure what made sense, but at the time it made sense to me. I can't remember how much of the team, the Protection Through Gold team was talked about with what I looked at. I really can't remember.
Yeah.
I just know
It's certainly evolved over the last year or so that we've been going.
yeah, because it's 2 months ago since probably I saw that information. Possibly, you know, just sort of faith and trust, because I thought, well, if you're in it, I'll give it a go.
So you've been on my list for a while before you joined. You've been getting all my emails for a while.
No, that's the only one I got.
Oh,
I don't
right.
know how come.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Meant to be.
So it's all a mystery to me too, because I didn't sort of work back and think, now, how did he ever get? Yeah.
And we must thank your neighbours for providing the background music for
Yes,
our,
it's nice.
our video
I
shoot
think
here
you can
today.
hear it. Yeah, I live in a complex of 20 villas, and my neighbours are playing music, so it's lovely.
And you wouldn't think so, because we're just surrounded by trees. It's just such a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful estate.
Rainforest.
Rainforest, yes. Oh,
Gorgeous.
love it. Okay, that's great. So now that you've been involved with the Protection Through Gold, we talked about support and training being a very important component for what you look for in a business. Can you just describe your experience so far with the support and training of the...
Well, so far it's fantastic, unbelievable. I mean, look at you, you're visiting me, my sponsor. I remember I wrote an email to you asking to talk to you, and you said I was the first person that had asked to do that. You know, I felt like at that time I needed to talk to you to sort of qualify what I was doing.
Yes.
And maybe understand the company or what I was doing a bit better. So it was brilliant that you were available. So having someone to talk to or communicate with easily was very, very important.
Did you find it a little bit overwhelming coming into, because if you don't know, Cynthia's experience has basically been all offline multi-level marketing, and what we've got here with the Protection Through Gold is an online affiliate marketing strategy, which is really quite different from anything you've done before.
It is.
So you hadn't had much online experience before, had you, with any of your businesses?
Only with the experience that I went through last year but the company, you know, fell over and didn't work out.
Yes.
That was online, I suppose.
And were you marketing or doing any other business, or was that a purely passive business? Yeah, passive business. So, would it be fair to say that there was some challenges you you are still working through and overcoming by moving to an online business model?
There's definitely challenges because I am not experienced in online marketing, and what I need to learn to be successful with this, I'm not good at yet.
Okay.
But when I first realised that it was purely online, I was like thrilled.
Yes. Now tell us, why is that so exciting for you? Given the 15 years or so that you've built other businesses, why? What makes your heart sing about coming online?
Because I get shy with, it's talking to people face to face, going out to the meetings, travelling, the phone calls. I mean, what I did, and quite successfully, with the nutrition business.
Yes.
There's a part of me that was never comfortable with that.
Okay.
It's not me. I did it because I had to.
Yeah.
And probably if I'd loved doing it, I would have been more successful with that type of marketing. But with a purely online system, even, I guess I didn't really know what it entails, but the thought of it, the idea of it absolutely appealed to me.
Yeah.
That if I can learn this system, and it can't be so difficult if there's 20,000 other people in the team do it, well, I guess they're not all doing it, but a lot of them are doing it.
Yes.
I can learn it too. But I have found it quite difficult with some aspects, just because I don't. Part of it is because I'm not technically savvy with what to do.
Yeah.
But I've found people to show me, and I'm enrolling in some courses, and I think probably what you've done with the screenshot, that's amazing on Skype, to be able to walk me through some process, online process. I mean, that's so clever.
Yeah, it's like sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
And I can do it from Bali when you're here in beautiful Byron Bay.
Yeah, and so that really worked. I mean, that got me going with the AWeber autoresponder setup business.
Yes.
And, so, I mean, as long as that's available, I'm very happy. I know that I've still got to conquer my nerves and my faith in myself to produce meaningful videos, but I do want to do that because I know that works, and it's an important aspect for success.
What about the community? What can you say about the community with the Protection Through Gold? Because we're global, right? We've got people from all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic. And the Facebook group, just teaching and training each other, really. I mean, you put out a question and somebody else provides the answer, and maybe even more, or adds their own videos or their own training pieces, and it's an amazing tool. Very, very, very powerful.
It's great. I try and log in almost every day to make sure I keep up with the posts or contribute myself and learn. We can all learn from each other. Absolutely. Even though I've done this for 3 years, I'm still learning new stuff all the time.
I've never been really on Facebook until this.
Okay.
So even learning about that's been new, and I'm trying to, my intention is to build a Facebook page to learn to market this business through my own Facebook page, which is something that's a doable thing.
Sure,
I have to learn about it.
Yep. There's some great training on that too. Yeah, wonderful. Alright guys, hope that gives you a little bit of understanding on who Cynthia is and what the Protection Through Gold team is all about, and the changes we're trying to make with people's lives, both financially and lifestyle wise. If you're interested in this business or want to find out more, if you're watching Cynthia's YouTube channel, please click on the link below and get the information and join her team. Or if you're watching this online, I'd love to have you on board and look forward to travelling this road together with you. So Cynthia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It was wonderful to catch up.
Me, Scott.
We're going to do a little bit more on the computer now, with some one-on-one tutorial. No point filming that, but it was great to come around and meet you.
Thank you too.
Okay, thank you. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.